Hi, I'm Dr. Julie Thompson, the Assistant Superintendent of Curriculum and Instruction for West Plains Public Schools. This is part 2 of the Substitute Training for Reading and Mathematics about Everyday Mathematics. Everyday Mathematics is a comprehensive pre-K through grade 6 mathematics program developed by the University of Chicago School of Mathematics Project and published by McGraw-Hill Education. Every year in the United States, about 4.3 million students in 220,000 classrooms are using Everyday Mathematics. Everyday Mathematics is organized around grade-level goals, program goals, and content strands. You will learn more about what this means as we go on through this demonstration. On the slide that's in front of you, you can see that we are in Unit 7, Lesson 6 of an American Tour of Line Graphs. The objective for this lesson is to introduce the construction of line graphs. Notice that in the teacher's manual and online, you can find the grade level expectation, which are the standards for Missouri. We also have a scope and sequence for Common Core integration. Next in the teacher's manual, you will find the key concepts and skills for this lesson. The first, in this particular example, is to use line graph data to answer questions, and the second key concept and skill is to use given data to create line graphs. We now know that students more readily understand mathematical concepts if they have a clear understanding of the definition of key vocabulary. On this slide, you see the key vocabulary for this particular lesson, Unit 7, Lesson 6, axis, trend, line graph, and Venn diagram. The teacher also has a chart in the book that describes specific key vocabulary as well as a comprehensive glossary that includes additional entries and illustrations in the back of the student book. On this slide, you can see an example of what the beginning of the lesson looks like in the teacher manual. At the top, you're going to see a section that says Getting Started, and there are mental math and reflex exercises that you may do with the students before the actual lesson line begins. This slide shows exactly how you teach the lesson, which is the second part you will find in the teacher's manual. It gives you exact verbiage you may use with the students as well as acceptable answers for those questions you may pose. Even the most novice substitute should be successful in the classroom if they follow along with the verbiage provided in the teacher's manual. You can see the next section of the lesson is making line graphs. It clearly states, read the introduction and discuss the example on journal page 226 as a class. Have students complete journal page 226. Circulate and assist. It really leaves nothing for you to think up on your own. An additional plus to this particular series is that you will find all of the student workbook pages directly in the teacher's manual with the answers for each of these pages. If you will recall, in the last video, we spoke greatly about differentiated instruction. Differentiation allows for us to meet the needs of all levels of student understanding. In the math, we once again see something very similar to what you saw in the reading series. We have differentiation options, which allow for extended practice for students who may need additional help. Finally, your teacher may leave a lesson on the smartboard for you to do with the students as modeling or guided practice. The correct answers to these may be found in the teacher's manual where you see these examples of teaching masters. Thank you for choosing to substitute at West Plains Public Schools. Once you have completed both Part 1 and Part 2 of the Reading and Mathematics Training for Elementary, don't forget to complete the quiz. Thank you.